made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
It's great to be with you, and, well, dare I say it, happy Valentine's Day. Yes, it's Valentine. I guess it's a big deal. Is it a big deal? Big deal for some. Others, maybe not so much. I don't know. What do you think, Stephen?
Makes a lot of money.
It does.
I would say that it's a big deal. You know, it's one just like it's not as big as the. Well, I don't know how it compares to like a Halloween or something as far as how much money it brings, but yeah, it makes a lot of money. Flowers, cards, candies, jewelry.
Let's see if we can get a number.
I'll see if I can dig it up.
Valentine's Day, amount spent on candy and other gifts. So, there's a lot going on. It's like you sit down to this nice big dinner, right? And you'll know where to start. I guess you start at the beginning. First of all, happy Valentine's Day. And I guess you remember when we were kids, right? At school, exchanging Valentine's cards. Half the time, we didn't even know what that. When we were really young, there weren't any romantic implications in that. It was just, how many cards could I get? Right?
Very true.
I mean, that's what it was about. And then, of course, as you got older, you started to understand it. Oh, okay. And then you didn't get so many cards.
So I've got the numbers.
Okay.
America spends $17.3 billion. The average person spends $133.91.
Wow.
Yeah, I found some numbers that I don't know if those are the ones from last year, but this is from an article 2 days ago from usnews.com, approaching $19 billion.
$19 billion.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable.
The average spending is up to about $142.
I'm doing last year's number.
I mean, if people would be that dialed into their health, right, and have that level of interest in their health, then they could eat all the crap on Valentine's Day and it would be okay. I mean, they'd have enough inventory of health built up to withstand whatever nutritional sins they're going to commit today with all that chocolate and whatever they're going to do. But, you got to have fun. I mean, food is to be enjoyed, and we have to have these holidays and whatnot. But things start to add up, right? You got the Christmas holidays, you got birthdays, you got weddings, you got one thing after another, one meal after another. Next thing you know, you're 20 pounds overweight. And you look in the mirror and say, how did that happen? And, oh, by the way, you're aging, and there's things going on with you in that sense that is going to increase your likelihood of gaining weight too. Hormone imbalance, all sorts of imbalances in the body that occur, and et cetera. All the things we talk about on the show. And next thing you know, you're in some rehab center for obesity. That's exaggeration, isn't it? But you get the point. If you visit my website at letstalknutrition.com, you can watch the show right now. We do that. We stream this show each day, 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. You can also listen to it there as well, and you can listen and watch on demand because both are archived. On my website, there's an article. I wrote a series a while back on We Live in a Toxic World, and I'm going to reissue that series, and so I'm in the process of doing that, and part 1 is up there. If you go to my website at letstalknutrition.com, click on multimedia, and look at you'll see the articles. And the article for this month dealing about a toxic world. In light of that, there's a story that was trending, the study was trending this morning that I want to tell you about. But before I report on that, I want to let you know that today I'm going to have, it's an understatement to say that I will have an interesting guest on the show. Dr. Gifford Jones. Some of you may know who he is, some of you may not. If you lived in Canada, you probably do. And we're, John, you have to make sure I get this right now. We're running, if you're watching the show, there is a commercial that runs during the breaks that features Dr. Jones. Isn't that right?
That's correct, at 10:17.
Pretty good-looking guy, right? Handsome guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I had hair like that when his age, I'd be happy.
Do you have any idea how old he is?
I think he even says it in his commercial.
Oh, he does say it in a commercial? Okay, well, we'll save that.
Yeah.
So if you watch the show, you're going to see a commercial running for Medi-C. And we're going to talk about that. And Dr. Gifford has a compelling story to tell. And we're going to take our time with him today when I bring him on. So stand by for that. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited. I talked with him yesterday. I had a great conversation with him. I could have spent more time, but I'm sure he had thing to do, and I did as well. But I'll continue that conversation with him today, and we'll start it with you and him. And you're always invited to call the show, 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. So everybody's driving, and sooner or later you come to a red light. Traffic light. This study comes out of the University of Surrey in the UK. And they did a study and they figured out that UK commuters, we can analogize to the US, Canada, wherever. They spend about an average of an hour and a half a day at the wheel of their vehicle. If you live in California, it's going to be a lot longer than that. Road vehicles, especially they point out in the piece, are known to emit polluting nanoparticles that do what? Contribute to respiratory and heart disease. Dr. Gifford is going to be talking about heart disease today. Researchers have found that where drivers spent just 2% of their time driving, passing through traffic intersections managed by lights, that short duration contributes to about 25% of total exposure to these polluting nanoparticles, which are very deleterious or otherwise harmful to your health. Now, what they did was they monitored drivers' exposure to these air pollutants at various points during their travel journey. Signalized traffic intersections were found to be high pollution hotspots due to the frequent, they said, changes in driving conditions, with drivers accelerating and stopping at lights, revving their engines, all the stuff that people do at red lights. And they found that peak particle concentration was 29 times higher than during free-flow traffic conditions. That makes sense. You don't need to be a big brain scientist to figure that out. That makes sense. You're standing still at a red light, and especially if you have these vehicles that are polluters, smoke coming out of them. You can't see the car for all the smoke, right? And then those are the, excuse it, but morons that are punching their gas pedal and all these fumes, and you're sitting there asphyxiating from the fumes. and you have your windows closed, your air conditioner on, it's all coming in the car. Well, guess what? Yet another thing to worry about. We live in a toxic world. Read my series. Part 1 is up on my website. Keep you, at least give you a sense of, when I say we live in a toxic world, believe me, I've done so many shows on this theme. Toxic world is an understatement. It's an understatement. It's a dumpster fire, okay? Literally, in some places. So we got to protect ourselves. Okay, coming up, Dr. Gifford Jones, I promise you, you will be intrigued. And you might even learn something, and you're going to learn a lot about a particular product. Hi, this is Dr. Michael Garko. Did you know that over 20 million people in the United States suffer from some form of joint pain? If you have joint or muscle pain, Flexin can help. Good joints are an essential part of everyday life, and the lack of healthy joints can prevent you from enjoying daily activities and rob you of a better quality of life. Flexin is specially formulated with CM8 to provide the pain relief and support your joints need. Flexin CM8 is designed to lubricate your joints and muscles while reducing inflammation and supporting stronger cartilage. Flexin isn't just another glucosamine supplement, it's much more. Its extraordinary formula is composed of powerful ingredients and a special blend of enzymes that make digestion and absorption fast and easy, with results in as little as 1 week. So if you want to enjoy everyday activities again and improve your quality of life, look no further than Flexin. For more information, call 1-800-NPAIN. That's 1-800-NPAIN, or visit your local fine health food store and pick up a bottle of Flexin today.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening, whatever you may be doing, and you could be watching the show at letstalknutrition.com. If you do watch the show, you will notice that during commercials on my website, you'll see a commercial running, and you'll see Dr. Gifford Jones in the commercial. He happens to be the guest today. He's a first-time guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. I could spend the next segment, this entire segment, telling you about his background, his career, which is a long career, and but I'm going to sort of do this a little different way, and I'm going to bring him on, and I had a wonderful conversation with him yesterday. You will be intrigued, I promise you. And he has some important things to share with you about heart health, heart disease, and he can talk to you about that from personal experience, and he has some very specific recommendations for you. That commercial that runs in the streaming of the show on my website is for Medi-C. Some of you may be familiar with that product. Some of you may not. It's very popular in Canada. Turns out that people living in Florida will now have access to this product. It's the first time here in Florida, especially in the Tampa Bay area, and it'll be sold at vitamin discount center stores throughout the Tampa Bay area. And I think you'll want to, when we're through today, you will probably be very inspired to want to get the product. Dr. Gifford Jones. Dr. Jones, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's great to have you on, and you're a first-time guest, so we're going to extend all the courtesies and politeness that we can.
Well, thank you for being nice to a Canadian. I'd rather be in Tampa today, Dr. Garko, than here in freezing Canada.
Well, where are you in Canada today?
In Toronto.
I love Toronto. Toronto, I visited there, Dr. Jones. I remember one day I was standing at a red light waiting to get across the street. It was right in downtown. And I was standing there during the course of the red light, and I heard somebody speaking Italian. Then I heard somebody speaking French. Then I heard somebody speaking German. And, of course, there was English being all at one red light. That's a very cosmopolitan city.
It's very multiracial, and I think that's what makes it a really great city. Mind you, 50 years ago, it was not that was far from the case as a white Anglo-Saxon city. But right now, it's certainly been a huge change, and much to the better, much more exciting. And it's great to be finally on your program.
Well, I'm so. Go ahead.
I have a great admiration for the United States because they've been very, very, very kind to me. I was the only Canadian who was admitted to the Harvard Medical School back in 1946.
You were reading my mind. I was going to ask you when you went to medical school. When did you go to medical school?
1946.
You probably have you probably have shoes older than I am.
And I even met my wife there, and she was a Canadian, and she happened to be attending the Wellesley College in Boston, and luckily I married an English major, which has been very helpful to me. She's my editor, and she puts in the commas where I don't, and when I put a comma in, she takes it out. So it's been a very, very nice combination.
So let me ask you, when you went to Harvard Medical School, when you graduated, were you from medical school? Were you a surgeon, an internist, or what?
I took a year of general surgery at the University of Rochester in Rochester, and then I took another year of general surgery at McGill University in Montreal. And then I became a ship surgeon for a while. I was a hotel doctor for a while, and then a family doctor. And then decided, after I made enough money, I went back to Harvard and took 3 years of surgery, and I love Boston. It's a great city, a wonderful time there, and matter of fact, I still spend a lot of time in the United States because years ago I bought a condo in upstate New York in Lake Canandaigua.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of my writing there. So
I
I
see.
very much feel a part of your good country.
So, and we're better for it that you went to school here and have been part of our culture. I did some research on you. I don't want to get into all of the details, but I told you we were.
Please don't go into all the details.
I told you we were going to extend you.
You'll never have me in your show again.
I told you we were going to extend you all the politeness and courtesies because you're a first-time guest. To say that you've had a provocative career, is an understatement. No one's ever going to accuse you of not taking a stand on issues and being and standing by your convictions no matter what the cost. I'm sure your family over the years has probably encouraged you to temper that a little bit, given the history. I mean, you've been involved in a lot of at the intersection of medicine and politics and whatnot. I mean, you certainly have embroiled yourself in a lot of issues. And
Dr. Garko,
go ahead.
You should be talking to my wife.
Well, you're I'm telling you, I have to ask you because the commercial runs here on the show, and some people have asked me who you were, and that commercial, you won't be mad at me if I tell them your age, will you?
Not at all.
You're 91. I suggest people go and watch the commercial at letstalknutrition.com. It's amazing. So Dr. Gifford Jones has some ideas about how you can age more successfully, but as it turns out, he's had some health challenges along the way. When you live that long, what would you expect? And he'll share that. I think you'll find it very interesting.
Hi, I'm Kate. When I asked my health food store to recommend a natural solution to improve my digestive health, they suggested their best-selling probiotic, Ultimate Flora Critical Care. It has 50 billion live probiotic cultures in every capsule. I was surprised to learn that a poor diet, aging, and even stress can deplete our bodies of billions of good bacteria. That's why I take one Ultimate Flora Critical Care probiotic a day to help maintain my digestive balance, support my immune health, and help keep me regular. And my mother takes Ultimate Flora Senior Formula. It's formulated to help adults 50 and older maintain good digestive health too. It's the Ultimate Flora difference that sold me. Each high-potency, once-daily formula includes strains that are scientifically studied for their specific health benefits. Plus, the delayed-release capsules protect the probiotics from harsh stomach acid. Ultimate Flora probiotics are available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during this program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
I'm with David Graham, the only certified estate planner on radio and host of Guaranteeing Your Retirement, heard on 970 WFLA every Sunday at 9 and 1250 WHNZ every Wednesday at noon. David, what are the steps that listeners can take now to ensure that their estate is in order and that their loved ones will be taken care of?
Ted, most financial advisors, they focus on wealth accumulation and not wealth preservation. Estate and retirement planning focuses on wealth preservation. And I say this to every new client. What is the sense of me helping you get a higher rate of return when everything that you have is at risk anyway, simply because you don't have proper legal documents? Retirement planning is a true marriage of your legal and your financial documents.
How can listeners contact Graham Capital Advisors to schedule a free review of their estate plans?
Call us. Our number is 800-808-5009, or just go to our website. It's GrahamCapitalAdvisors.com. That's GrahamCapitalAdvisors.com.
You're running your business, and we at Wix.com know things can get stressful, but creating your website doesn't have to be. With Wix, you can create a professional website all by yourself. It's easy and free. You don't have to be a programmer. Just drag and drop everything into place. It's your website, your style. Show the world what you can do. Go to Wix.com and create your own stunning website today. It's easy and free.
All loans subject to OnDeck score approval must be missing at least 1 year to apply. Every day, more and more small business owners are trusting OnDeck for the quick, hassle-free funding they need.
As restaurant owners, my husband and I simply don't have the time for the tedious processing and long waits when it comes to bank financing. OnDeck's process is quick, easy to understand, and gives us the ability to grow our business.
Our accounting firm was in need of working capital. OnDeck was terrific and came through with the funding we needed within 24 hours.
At OnDeck, we focus on your business operations and not just your credit score, and we can help with true term loans of up to $250,000. Our loan costs and terms are transparent and understandable, and our application process takes as little as 10 minutes. OnDeck is a publicly listed company on the New York Stock Exchange, and we provided $1.7 billion nationwide. So if you're a small business owner who's looking for a trustworthy lender, funding could be available in just one business day. Go to OnDeckLending.com or call 800-832-7213. That's 800-832-7213.
Hurt in an accident? Visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
This report is brought to you by WesternUnion.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, you know, I know we're a day ahead of time, so we're wishing you a happy Valentine's Day today. Tomorrow's the 14th, but today's Friday the 13th. Unlucky, if you're superstitious, unlucky day, but not so much for this show today because we got lucky and we're able to book Dr. Gifford Jones. Dr. Jones, I get confused because sometimes I see you as your image associated with Dr. Kevin Walker. Is that your twin brother that you're disassociated from or something?
you know, my name is Ken Walker. You're right. And I have a joke that when I'm traveling with my wife, I use my own name. And when traveling with one of my mistresses, I use my pseudonym.
Well, congratulations. Happy Valentine's Day.
And my wife would say, if you believe that story, you believe anything I say today. So I actually, the reason for the pen name was the College of Physicians and Surgeons in Canada said if I used my own name on my first book, it would be advertising for patients.
Oh.
And I had spent, I had been turned down by about 15 publishers. And when I finally got a publisher, the University of Toronto Press, to publish my first book, and then to be told by the College of Physicians and Surgeons I couldn't publish it, pretty damn annoying. And I thought about it for several weeks, and then finally decided I'll use a pen name and pick W. Gifford Jones out of the air.
I see.
When I took it to the my publisher with a lot of family names, he didn't pick a family name. He said, I like Gifford Jones. I said, well, why do you like Gifford Jones? He said, well, mind you, I had dark hair at that time. I was much, much younger. He said, well, Gifford Jones has a nice ring to it. And I envision a silver-haired surgeon to the Queen of England. And thought, well, good enough for the Queen, good enough for me.
There you go. So I thought maybe you were in some witness protection program, and they gave you a different name. I'm only kidding. I was trying to figure out. I said, I wonder why. And I knew Gifford Jones was a pen name, and I figured. I said, well, he must have some story to tell about that. So they said in your book that if you published the book with your name on it, that would be like soliciting patients.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
That's right. I hadn't thought of that, but anyway, I've been Gifford Jones for now 59 years.
59, and if you just tuned in, I am talking with Dr. Gifford Jones, a.k.a. Kevin Walker, the other way around. Turns out that Dr. Jones has spent quite a bit of time on this planet. He went to Harvard in the 40s. So he's 91 right now, and if you're watching the show, we have an image of him up on the screen, and you'll see him. He's in great shape. He looks terrific, and you'll see a phone number there, and you can call that number because we're going to be talking about Medi plus C plus or C whatever C plus, and we have a phone number, and I'll give you the number again many times. It's 844-871-0069 if you want to get a hold of the product. Or if you're a retailer and would like to get the product into your stores, you can call that number. It's 844-871-0069. Dr. Jones, if you live long enough like you have, 91, living that long is sort of like walking in the traffic on a freeway. Sooner or later, something's going to happen. It's unavoidable, right?
It becomes very dangerous.
It becomes dangerous. So when you were in your 70s, you had a health issue. What was that?
When I was 74, I had a severe coronary attack and nearly died. It was extremely severe, and that was followed by a triple pass coronary bypass operation. And of course, then I was told by my cardiologist, and being a medical journalist, you get to know a lot of other cardiologists as well. Mm-hmm. And they all said to me, Gifford Jones, you are a damn fool if you don't take cholesterol-lowering drugs. And I was, 74 at the time. I was married and 4 children and grandchildren. I wanted to continue being on this planet. But I had been a surgeon so long and had patients referred to me who had been on cholesterol-lowering drugs with kidney problems, liver problems, muscle problems, emotional problems, increase in type 2 diabetes and cataracts, so that I was very hesitant to take cholesterol-lowering drugs. And luckily, being a medical journalist, I had interviewed Dr. Linus Pauling about 20 years earlier. And, I'd been at the Harvard Medical School for 4 years. I'd been in surgery training for 5 years, and none of my esteemed professors had told me what Linus Pauling told me. He said, animals make vitamin C, and humans don't. That humans lost this genetic trait eons and eons ago, and it was Pauling's theory that because of a lack of vitamin C, and since vitamin C is needed for the manufacture of collagen, which is the glue that holds cells together, all cells together, including coronary cells, that if you don't have enough vitamin C, microscopic cracks would occur in the coronary arteries, and that's where a blood clot would occur, and you would die. So that was the only information I had at that time, and I decided I would go along with Dr. Pauling, and I would literally, playing a lot of Russian roulette and betting my life on vitamin C. And I knew vitamin C, Linus Pauling had been taking it for years. He took 20,000 milligrams a day.
So he took 20 grams.
20 grams, yes. And 5 grams of lysine. And I decided that, against the great advice of my doctors, who were really annoyed at me, they thought I was a damn fool. And I know if I had been them, I would have said, Gifford Jones or Ken Walker, you are a damn fool, but I'll still be your doctor. And I'll tell you, I told you so when you're wrong and have another coronary in a few years' time. Mm-hmm. But anyway, against their great advice, I took 10,000 milligrams of C and 5,000 of lysine. That meant I was taking 30 tablets a day, and have been taking that amount of vitamin C and lysine right up to now. I take it religiously every day, after day after day, 3 times a day. I split the dose between morning, noon and evening. Mm-hmm. And here I am at 91 years of age, alive and well, without any angina, without any previous, without another heart attack, and feeling fine and working hard. So so far so good.
So have you had your arteries? We have new technology where they can go in and take a look at your arteries. The different technology, the different imaging techniques that we have. Have you had that done over the years?
I haven't had that done, because there's another better way of doing it.
And that is?
About 3 years ago.
Okay, hold your thought, Dr. Jones. When we come back, we'll explore that. Dr. Gifford Jones, if you're watching the show, on my website, you'll see a nice image of him, and you're going to see that he walks the talk, and he has a particular kind of C in mind. It's called Medi-C Plus. We'll tell you about that, too.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve 2 important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol, or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable, bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natural Factors, where great health begins. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to the show. My guest today is Dr. Gifford Jones. His name's also Dr. Ken Walker. That's the name that he got from his mother and father. Gifford Jones came about because when he wanted to write his first book and publish it, he lives in Canada. I guess the medical establishment said, yeah, well, you can't do that because you're going to be soliciting patients. So he said, all right. Figured it out, and he said, I'll create a pen name. And his pen name is Gifford Jones. The name that he grew up with is Ken Walker. So call him whatever you want, but he's on the show today. And if you're watching, we have a nice image of him up on the screen. Turns out that he's 91. And as I said, if you live long enough, when you live to that age, this is sort of like roaming around in traffic. Sooner or later, you could dodge as many cars as you want. Sooner or later, something's going to happen. You're going to get dinged. Turns out, too, that when he was 74, he had a major coronary. He ended up with a triple bypass. And going against the advice of his physicians, he says, I'm not taking the cholesterol drugs. He remembered his interview with Dr. Pauling. He interviewed Dr. Linus Pauling. You remember, the famous Nobel laureate. And he took Dr. Pauling's advice and started taking 10 grams of vitamin C a day plus 5 grams of lysine, has been doing it ever since, and he's 91. The odds of that happening are slim and none. You have a better chance becoming an astronaut than living that long after a major coronary, and he's done it. Welcome back, Dr. Jones.
Thank you very much. You know, you said you were going to be nice to me in the show today, but you keep reminding me I'm going to die.
Dr. Jones, that's an inescapable axiomatic truth that we all are going to die. This show's evidence-based. Anybody that listens to this show, I cite and talk about one study after another. I don't dismiss, though, anecdotal data. I don't dismiss the personal experiences of people and things that they've tried that have really made a difference in their life and in their health. And, you know, your experience is not a clinical trial. It's a personal experience of taking the vitamin C at 10 grams a day plus the 5 grams of lysine to, I guess, in your mind, to contribute to your cardiovascular health and to stay alive, and it's worked. So I'm very impressed and persuaded. Now I notice that, and we have it. We're showing it on the screen if you're watching the show. Medi-C Plus. What is Medi-C Plus? What is so special about Medi-C Plus?
Well, there's nothing really special about it. It's a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine in the right combination. And it's a matter of the whole thing that Linus Pauling used to say over and over again to his critics. The critics used to say, Dr. Linus Pauling, why are you so excited about vitamin C and scurvy? Because scurvy is no longer with us. Well, the reason scurvy is no longer with us is because you only need a sixth of an orange, namely 10 milligrams of vitamin C to stop scurvy. So Pauling over and over again said, it's the dosage, stupid. It's the dosage. You've got to take several thousand milligrams of vitamin C to make it effective. So all you're doing is, we all eat lysine and vitamin C in our foods, but Medi-C Plus brings it up to the effective level to not only prevent, but reverse coronary artery disease.
What is it about? Here, two questions. What is it about the lysine, and what is it about the lysine in combination, that synergistic effect? What is it? What's up with lysine and then the combination with C?
The synergistic effect is as follows. If you're building a house, say, of concrete, and you want it strong, you put steel rods in the cement.
Yeah, rebar.
That makes the concrete stronger so that your house doesn't fall down. Now, in the same situation, we know that biochemically, that the addition of lysine to vitamin C makes the arterial wall stronger. And an arterial wall that's stronger means you're not going to get a brain attack. In other words, you're not going to have an artery in the brain that ruptures. So you really get two benefits. The vitamin C and lysine keep the arteries open and the arterial wall stronger. And the reason we know that it keeps the arteries open is because about 3 years ago, I read in a rather obscure journal that there was a Dr. Sidney Bush in Hull, England, who had done a fascinating experiment, which he really should get the Nobel Prize. He was an optometrist, and he was obviously fitting people with contact lens, and some people were getting infections under the lens, which can be serious. Sometimes you easily treat them with antibiotics, but on other times you get a resistant organism and you can lose an eye. So it's not a minor problem. But he wondered, since he had read a lot about Linus Pauling and vitamin C, he said, I wonder if I give my patient 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C and 5,000 of lysine, if that will stop the infections. So he did that. But he did a very, very, very important thing beforehand. He took a picture of the back part of the retina. And the back part of the retina is the only area where you can see arteries and veins. And then a year later, after they'd been on these high doses of C and lysine, he took another photo. Now, during that time, he found out two things. Number one, there were no infections. And number two, to his great, great surprise, and this is why he should get the Nobel Prize, he found out that the atherosclerosis, namely the hardening of the arteries, was gradually fading away.
Are you serious?
That is a monumental, monumental finding. It's revolutionary, because never before in history have we been able to show that you can reverse hardening of the arteries. If I have it's so important. For instance, if I have a bad hip and I have to have a hip replacement, I'll walk fine afterwards, but it doesn't cure the underlying arthritis. So here's a situation where you're not only curing it, but you're preventing hardening of the arteries. It's just an amazing discovery.
Absolutely. And what we're talking about is the combination of vitamin C with lysine in the right ratios, and you'll find that combination in the right ratio in Medi-C Plus. Here's a phone number, 1-844-871-0069. 1-844-871-0069. This show is syndicated across the United States. The product is now in Florida. It's in Tampa Bay specifically, and it's sold at Vitamin Discount Center stores in the Tampa Bay area. If you'd like to get the product into your store, or you'd like to get some of the product yourself if you're a consumer, you can call that number. Retailers can call it as well, and to speak to the folks at Medi-C Plus and get the product into your stores. This is a great product. I have not taken it yet, but I'm going to make arrangements. I'm going to get myself on a protocol of it, and we're going to see. I'll be back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans.
made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And we're back, and I'm glad you're back as well. It's great to be with you. And it's, well, if you're superstitious, it is Friday the 13th. We're having some good broadcast luck in that we have Dr. Gifford Jones on the show today, having a wonderful conversation with him. So if you're going along in your life and you run across somebody and they say to you, you know, about 20 years ago, I had a heart attack and I had triple bypass surgery. The person looks at you and you say, that happened 20 years ago and you're still alive? They say, yeah. And you ask them, well, is there anything special that you did? Did you go to Lourdes and drink the holy water there or what? What are you doing? And if the person said, well, I'm taking some vitamin C with lysine in the right ratios, and I've done that every single day for the last 20 plus years or close to it, would you be inclined to want to go and do the same thing? It's anecdotal data. It's anecdotal. It comes from a person's personal experience. It's not a clinical trial, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. Would you do it? I know I would. That's exactly the story that Dr. Gifford Jones told in the first portion of this show. He had a heart attack. He was 74 years of age. He's a surgeon. He went to Harvard. And his doctor said, take those cholesterol-lowering drugs. Well, I don't know if they were calling him Ken or if they were calling him Gifford. They were probably calling him Ken. His pen name is Gifford Jones. The name that he came into this earth with was Ken Walker. And he said, no, I'm not going to take it. And he then remembered the conversation with Dr. Linus Pauling that he had, an interview with him. He interviewed him. And he was impressed with Dr. Pauling's work. Dr. Pauling took 20 grams of vitamin C a day and 5 grams of lysine. Dr. Walker, or Dr. Jones, both one and the same, decided to go 10 grams and 5 grams of lysine. And he's done that ever since. He's now 91. You do the math. He was 74. He's walking the earth. He's on my show. And we're delighted to have him. Friday the 13th or not, Dr. Jones, welcome back.
I'm glad to be part of this planet still, Dr. Garko.
We're glad that you're part of this planet as well. This product, Medi-C Plus, is very popular in Canada, is it not?
Extremely popular. Yes, it's a best-selling product now, and I've been talking about it going across Canada for the last year and a half, 2 years, and it's being well. The interesting thing is, it's being well accepted by the medical consumer, but not so with doctors. They are still giving cholesterol-lowering drugs, and to try and criticize cholesterol-lowering drugs is like damning motherhood and apple pie. You just don't get very far with the medical establishment. They are totally dedicated to believing that cholesterol-lowering drugs are the be-all and end-all to treat coronary attack and cardiovascular disease.
I
think they're totally wrong.
I had a cardiologist on the show, or a surgeon. He was a surgeon, and he said, and I'm paraphrasing. It's not an exact quote. He said, if most cardiologists, if they could, they would put statin drugs in the water.
I think it'd be a good move.
In other words, that seems to be the drug of choice for cardiovascular health. I mean, it's to the extent that they want to, they would put it in the water so that everybody could have it. And the surgeon, he's a surgeon just like you, didn't think that was such a good idea.
It'd be a terrible mistake. Terrible mistake.
So you decided to treat yourself. You self-treated. Of course, you're a surgeon. You're a doctor. You self-treated with vitamin C and lysine. And it turns out it apparently has worked because you and I both know that the incidence of coronary heart disease after bypass, it doesn't necessarily extend the life, and you end up living another 25 or 30 years because you had the bypass. In fact, the data would suggest that it's going to recur again if you don't get at the cause as to how the arteries got clogged in the first place. So triple bypass is no guarantee that you're going to live a long time. But apparently the vitamin C and the lysine together have kept you alive this long.
Well, so far so good, and I have no intention, of course, of stopping it. The other thing to bear in mind is that I'm not only getting the benefit of coronary treatment. When you take a vitamin C tablet, you can't say to it, go to my coronary arteries. It goes into the 60,000 miles of vessels we have in our body. If you literally dissect the human body and lay the coronary arteries, or all arteries and veins end to end, they stretch for 60,000 miles. So
that's about twice around the planet.
That's twice around the planet. So you're not only getting the benefit of decreasing atherosclerosis in your coronary arteries, but in all the arteries. So it's a great discovery.
By the way, for those men out there that are taking Viagra, okay?
Yes.
All you're doing, you may be increasing your pleasure for the moment, but you're not getting at the cause of why you were having a problem in the first place. You got an artery that goes into that plumbing, so to speak, that is diseased. And the Viagra is a vasodilator. So all you're doing, you're treating a symptom. You're not getting at the cause. I'm just saying, don't be deluded into thinking, I take the Viagra, now I'm okay. No, you're not. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Roy, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thanks, Doc. My question is, I discovered the Pauling protocol many years ago, and then followed it up with Dr. Matthias Rath, perhaps, who was working with Dr. Pauling, and they had said to take vitamin C up to tolerance. So to me, all I could do is 6,000 milligrams a day. Is that still effective? And also, Matthias Rath had promoted proline as well as lysine. Is that part of the equation that the good Canadian doctor is talking about?
Good questions.
Yes, the studies show that 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C and along with lysine, if you have had a coronary or say you have diabetes, which is notorious for causing atherosclerosis, and if you have a family history of cardiovascular disease, then 6,000 milligrams of Medi-C a day is sufficient. That's one scoop 3 times a day. But if you haven't had a coronary or a family history of cardiovascular problems, and you don't have diabetes, then 4,000 milligrams a day will suffice. But certainly for this gentleman, 6,000 milligrams a day should more than be sufficient.
Absolutely. And you heard Dr. Jones allude to and refer, or otherwise refer to Medi-C Plus. That product is very, Roy, that product is very popular in Canada. It's one of the leading supplements sold in Canada. And it's making its way into other parts of North America, like the United States. It turns out that the people living in Tampa, Florida, can now have access to the product by going to their local Vitamin Discount Center store located in the Tampa Bay area. However, you can also get access to the product, and retailers can as well, by calling this number. Consumers and retailers can call 1-844-871-0069. And if you're watching the show, you can see that number, along with an image of Dr. Jones and along with an image of Medi-C Plus, is on the screen. So go to letstalknutrition.com right now, and you can get that phone number, see Dr. Jones, and see the product. I got to get my mitts on some of this stuff ASAP.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Simple premise in mind. Develop fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Are you looking for a product that will aid weight loss both safely and naturally? That will stimulate your metabolism and reduce the absorption of fat from food? Then look no further than Right Way Nutrition. As featured on national daytime health shows, Right Way Nutrition is a premium dietary and nutritional supplement provider who believes the best form of encouragement is results. Right Way Nutrition aims to provide customers with the most superior and effective products available. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol does just that. While green coffee bean extract may not be new to the scene, Right Way Nutrition offers a new and improved formula of green coffee bean extract infused with their trademark ingredient Svetol, which is proven to be a vital ingredient for successful weight loss results. Right Way Nutrition provides you with a fast-acting, healthy, effective green coffee bean extract proven to naturally and safely aid weight loss. Your search for the perfect natural weight loss supplement is over. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol will help you reach all your weight loss goals.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition wherever, however, you may be listening, whatever you may be doing. If you are watching the show, you just saw a commercial run with Dr. Gifford Jones, a.k.a. Dr. Ken Walker. Gifford Jones is his pen name. And years ago, and I'm talking now years ago, vitamin C was very popular. A lot of that popularity was due to Linus Pauling, Dr. Pauling, Nobel Prize winner. Everybody was taking vitamin C. One of the things you learn about this business is that it's like the fashion industry. Trends come and go. Things slip in and out of awareness and favor. Can be very trendy. But vitamin E was another one. Now today, there's other things that are occupying people's attention. A lot of talk about vitamin D, vitamin D3. It's all fine, well, and good. I'm glad that Dr. Jones is on today because he's reminding us of first principles and the basics, fundamentals. And vitamin C should be in your protocol. I should do better with it. That's why I can't wait to get my mitts on some of this product, because it's the right combination of C and lysine together. It's called Medi-C. Now, you can call the number I gave you. I'm going to give you that number again, but you can also go to their website, MyMedi, MEDI-C.com. MyMedi-C.com. The Medi is spelled MEDI and then -C.com. Dr. Jones, welcome back. So when you take it in the morning and you take it, what, in the evening or afternoon? Well,
I take it in the morning with my breakfast, at noon, and with my evening meal. And that's because vitamin C, being a water-soluble vitamin, you are losing it every time you urinate. So it's good to take it in divided doses. Always good.
I understand. The caller, Roy, had asked about, Stephen, grab your headset. We also had a caller earlier. Tell Dr. Jones what he wanted to know.
Sure, yeah. We had a caller off air, as well as Roy had mentioned, in the Linus Pauling combination of ingredients that proline was used, and that you haven't mentioned it, and was asking if it was in this product as well, or if it's not, why.
Okay.
Yes, we didn't put it in this product because the human body does make proline, but it doesn't make vitamin C or lysine. And also, admittedly, as we get older, we make lesser amounts of proline. But when I talked with Pauling years ago, he believed that the main ingredients that should be used would be vitamin C and lysine. Mm-hmm. And the other reason that we didn't put proline in it was because it increases the cost. And it increases the cost. Some products have coenzyme Q10 in it. And we wanted to make the product as less expensive as possible, so that more and more people could use it, rather than turn it down because of the cost. So that was the reason we didn't put in proline.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I wish you could show your readers, Dr. Garko, the before and after photos using vitamin C and lysine, because they are. You really don't have to be a doctor to see the difference. There's a remarkable difference with the vascularity of the retinal arteries when taking that combination. And of all the things that I think that prove that it works, it's the before and after photos.
You intrigued me, because the standard position in the medical world is that you cannot reverse atherosclerosis. And I want to just mention something as a sidebar here. There is some research currently that shows that the fatty plaque, the soft plaque can be reversed. And there are some studies with aged garlic that they are using to do that, and some clinical trials that demonstrate the reversal of the soft, what they call the fatty plaque. But I am told by doctors that the calcified plaque is not reversible. What is your position on reversing the plaque?
Well, the position reversing the plaque is again in the photos, Dr. Garko. If you look at the most number of photos we have goes back 16 years. And when you have a photo going back 16 years and compare it with the photo of what happened over those 16 years, there's a remarkable difference in the vascularity. The arteries are larger, there's more of them, and it's just an amazing difference.
Mm-hmm. Doctor, you had mentioned it. You had mentioned his name, the English doctor, and
Dr. Sidney Bush.
Dr. Sidney Bush, and I did some.
Yes.
I quickly during the breaks I did some research on him. Very compelling figure as well. He showed that the vitamin C did have the ability to do some reversing of the plaque.
Yes, because once again, when you look at the arteries, the diameter of the arteries has, you can see that the previously stenosed arteries or closed arteries or partially closed arteries have opened up. And mind you, it doesn't happen overnight like putting Drano in a sink and all of a sudden the plug is gone. This is a long-term process, and you should emphasize to your American listeners that they must take it if they're going to start Medi-C Plus. It really is a lifetime treatment. I've been on it for 17 years, and I have no intention of stopping. So that they literally have to be dedicated to the long-term use.
You got to make a commitment. Go to mymedi-c.com. mymedi-c.com. Learn more. When we come back, I'll give you the phone number for consumers and retailers.
Natural Factors presents
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
I have long believed that to age successfully, you got to do a gazillion different things. And most people aren't going to do them. Excuse me, throat. Oh. And all that being said, one of the things for sure to do is to keep your nutritional status optimal and to get the right vitamins, micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, and then your macronutrients. There's only 3 of them: protein, carbohydrate, and fat. Get those in the right proportions from the right foods. Improve your, all the things I talk about on this show. And then based on my own experience, personal experience, then based on my independent review of the literature in different areas, looking at data from different cultures over time, you start to piece the thing together, some picture that's pretty manageable, some protocol. And there are certain compounds that seem to contribute a lot to quality of life and longevity. And in my opinion, I've long believed, not only based on Dr. Pauling's research, but others as well, that vitamin C is essential. Body doesn't make it. So it's essential in that regard. You got to get it from food, but it's also essential in another sense. It's essential to age successfully. I know that years ago it was very popular. It has faded in its popularity or awareness among many people. But I'm glad that Dr. Jones is on today to remind us of the importance of vitamin C. Now, Medi-C Plus, the C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus part stands for lysine. And as it turns out, vitamin C is probably among the most important water-soluble antioxidants in the human body, which goes to my point about aging successfully. Your body cannot synthesize or make it. Other animals, yes. Us, not so much. Evolution selected that out. So you need Medi-C Plus to meet your daily needs of vitamin C, but also with lysine in the right combination. And that's what Dr. Jones has been talking about. Dr. Jones, welcome back. It's really fun. It's fun to have you on. We found an image that you were talking about of the artery before and after, and my producer is going to get it up on the screen here in a minute. If you're watching the show, here we go. If you're watching Let's Talk Nutrition, if you look on the right, you'll see an image that was taken 16 years ago, and you see the arteries. Look to the left, the image on the left, and the machine image shows what? You got increased size and blood flow of the arteries. You see that? That's amazing. And remarkable results of a person that's been taking high doses of vitamin C. So we found that image that you were referencing.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
We're on the ball around here.
It certainly proves the point. And of all the things you can say about vitamin C, those pictures, they tell really what's going on.
Absolutely. Let me ask you something, just off point, not off point. Nothing when we talk about health is off point. Everything's interconnected. In terms of lifestyle, Dr. Walker, what do you think? Lifestyle is constituted of many variables. Managing stress, getting proper sleep and rest, your relationships, and so on and so on. All these things I talk about on the show. You're 91 years old. I would be remiss in my responsibility as a journalist and as a producer and host of this show not to ask you this question. What could you say to the listener about how to not just live longer, but how to have quality of life relative to your lifestyle, relative to your diet? Is there some sort of general protocol that or something that really resonates more importantly with you than other things?
Well, I think so. Dr. Garko, it all gets down to lifestyle and leading a good life. I think Mickey Mantle said it quite well at one point when he said, if I'd known I was going to live so long, I would have taken better care of myself. And, medicine isn't like religion where you can, at the end of life, if you're religious, you can say, I've been a sinner, and please forgive me. There's no loving God in medicine. You've got to really start looking after yourself early in life, and don't, the wise man does at the beginning of life what fools try to attempt at the end. And,
that's beautiful.
I've always said to my patients that rule number one is to practice sound preventive medicine starting early in life. And rule number two is to never forget rule number one.
Listen, this is why I love having you on, and this is just great. The way you framed that was so lovely. In religion, you're right. We can seek redemption and forgiveness at the end, notwithstanding our sins, venial and mortal in nature as they may be. But with your body, there is no biological deity that's going to rescue you from your cancer or your diseased heart. There just isn't. Biology is unforgiving, isn't it?
It certainly is. And I think one of the most important instruments in the world these days is not the CT scan or the MRI or all these other fancy instruments. If people would just step on the bathroom scale every day and try not to gain weight, that would be a tremendous help to the overall health of this nation.
Absolutely. I've said that a million times on this show. 877-897-8255 is a toll-free number. You can call the show. You can talk with Dr. Walker. You can also call him Dr. Jones. Either one works. And if you want to know more about Medi-C, if you'd like to get your hands on some of the product, because I know it's available in Florida at Vitamin Discount Center stores in Tampa, but in other parts of the U.S. it may not be, but you can call this number. And retailers can as well to get the product into their store to sell it. The number is 1-844-871-0069. That's 1-844-871-0069. You can also visit their website, mymedi-c.com. Gosh, I know we're going to have to get you back because we just can't cover everything. I have a million questions in my head to ask you, and there's so many places I want to take you because I know you have the wisdom and the experience and the passion to help the listener do better. You've been around a little longer than I have, but I guess we both realize that you and I both have we've lived more time than we have to live. And when you get to a certain point, it's not so much about longevity as it is quality of life. But, I've changed my opinion, Dr. Walker. I used to be focused on longevity. Now my day-to-day mission is quality of life today. What can I do today to make my health and life better? Today, not tomorrow, but today. Maybe Medi-C Plus could help with that in many ways in terms of your biology, right? Come back. I'll have the LTN Health question of the day.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids for kids and grown-ups alike? Nordic Naturals, the #1 fish oil in the U.S., offers omega-3s for everyone. In fact, Nordic Naturals has one of the largest product portfolios in the world. Our best-selling Ultimate Omega is available in soft gels or liquid, both with a light, clean lemon flavor and no fishy aftertaste. This concentrated formula has been clinically shown to support heart health. For children, kids everywhere love Nordic Naturals Children's DHA, offered in great-tasting strawberry liquid or chewable soft gels. New Omega Boost is a creamy, delicious formulation of omega-3s. With its great mango taste and velvety smooth texture, Nordic Naturals Omega Boost is a great choice for the whole family. Nordic Naturals carefully manages every step of production of our omega-3 fish oils from boat to bottle, so you can count on Nordic Naturals to be exceptionally pure, fresh, and effective. Nordic Naturals for kids and grown-ups alike. Available at natural products retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069. When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natural Factors, where great health begins. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN Health question of the day. Boy, if you win, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card, and then you can get your hands on some Medi-C. That product, certainly the C in Medi-C means vitamin C. The plus stands for something. Does the plus stand for A, proline, B, lysine, or C, valine? What's the other ingredient in Medi-C Plus? Proline, lysine, or valine? If you get the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. 877-897-8255. That's toll free, no charge. 877-897-8255. You know, Dr. Jones said something that was pretty insightful. It comes with a lot of wisdom. He's 91 years old. He's been a surgeon longer than most people have been alive. And he said, in religion, there at the end of life, we can find redemption and salvation. That's true. And that's wonderful. In biology, it's a little different. At the end of, I can't go into a confessional and say, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was 2 weeks ago. And then proceed to tell him about all the nutritional and lifestyle sins I've committed and ask him if he can somehow make my arteries healthier, less clogged with plaque. He can't do it. That's in our hands. That's as Dr. Jones said, prevention is the prescription to write, and that's what we need to do. Dr. Jones, welcome back. You're a lot of fun, boy, I'll tell you.
I'm happy to be here.
I didn't get into some of the dramatic things that you've done in your life. I know you've taken certain stands on certain issues in medicine, and you did it at some cost. People can do the research. They can go on the internet and type in Dr. Kevin Walker or Dr. Gifford Jones. They're the one and the same person, and can learn about all that. And you've learned in your life that those kinds of doing those kinds of things comes at some cost, but you stuck by your convictions. And I know one thing for sure, you certainly believe that people can do much to take charge of their health, don't you? I know you believe that for sure, right?
It's a number, and unless you take charge of your health, there's the old saying, if you keep going to hell, you'll eventually get there. And many people are on that road to hell.
See what I mean? You're great. I love that. If you keep going to hell, you'll eventually get there, yeah? So, yeah. How many children do you have?
I have 4 children and 11 grandchildren.
Oh, my goodness. Did any of your children want to... Go ahead.
None of my children are doctors.
Okay, you knew I was going to ask you that.
No, I kept saying to every one of them, would you like to come and see me do surgery? And they just keep shaking their head. No, I don't want to do it.
Did you ever calculate how many surgeries you've done in your life?
Oh, several thousand.
Several thousand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go to
medicine until I was 87. I saw my last patient on my 87th birthday.
But you never retired. You and I are the same. We don't believe in retirement.
I'm going to retire, Doctor, 10 years after I'm dead.
There you go.
I can't think of a worse. It'd be a terrible hill to be retired.
I hear that. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Dolores, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Good. I'm having a great time with Dr. Walker. Boy, he's something.
Yes, he sounds like he is too.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so good. So this Medi-C Plus, we know it has vitamin C in it. The plus stands for what? Does it stand for proline, lysine, or valine? Lysine. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. There you go. By the way, you're in Tampa, Florida. That product is now available in Tampa, Florida at all Vitamin Discount Center stores throughout Tampa Bay. I think they have 10 of them located throughout the Tampa Bay area, so you can get it there. But other people who don't have access to it in your local market, the show does air in other markets at other times, so you can call 1-844-871-0069. That's a toll-free number. You can call those folks at Medi-C. And retailers, you can call that number as well and talk to the good folks at Medi-C Plus and get that product into your stores. And visit medi-c.com for more information.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dolores, and a happy Valentine's Day. I know it's tomorrow, but happy Valentine's Day. So, Dr. Walker, are you still romantic with? Do you still believe in Valentine's Day and all that stuff?
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
Of course.
Of course you do. What are you going to do today? What's on your menu for today? What do you got going on?
Well, I'm going to, when I get through here, I'll go to my office and write another column.
Yeah.
I'm in about 55, 60 newspapers, so I have 700 words every week to try and say something intelligent, and it gets harder and harder.
Don't I know?
I'll bet.
So we're going to try to get you back onto the show. We would love to have you come back. There's so much more to talk about in terms of heart health and other aspects. I know you have some strong views about supplements and why people need to take supplements. I know you have some strong feelings and ideas about vitamin D and so on. I mean, there's much territory to cover, and we'll talk more about the Medi-C Plus, which is a terrific product. I have not yet tried it. I will get on a protocol of it. I'm going to follow you now, and I'm going to do 10 grams a day, just like you. I'm going to do everything that you said I'm going to do.
I want you to get to 91.
So do I. So do I. I want to be interviewing you when I'm 91. How about that?
Fair enough.
You're a delight. I loved having you on, and you made me feel better. If you make me feel better, I know you make the listener feel better, and you're a wonderful spokesman for health and wellness and well-being. It was a privilege to have you on today.
Many, many thanks for inviting me to your American audience. It's been a great pleasure.
It's our pleasure as well, Doctor. You take care of yourself, and have a happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. Medi-C Plus, please try it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to be on it. I'm going to do just exactly as Dr. Walker said, 10 grams a day with that product. Medi-C Plus, your health is your wealth.